It's Saturday, and that means we're back once again for the top 10. These are the hottest selling cards in Magic the Gathering this week, and of course that is from March 15th to the 22nd of 2025. Just what's in store? Stay tuned and find out. Guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. Thanks again for stopping by for the top 10 hottest selling cards in Magic. And a reminder, if you want to support my channel and you're not a patron or a YouTube membership member and you're shopping for any of these cards, use my TCG Player affiliate link found in the description of this video. Now guys, we have a lot to talk about in today's video. We're going to start at number 10. This is the River Pyre Verge from Aether Drift. This thing comes in at an average price of $5.63, and that clinches the number 10 spot with 516 sales, or $2,905.08 of total sales action. Now, when we're taking a closer look at this card, where it's going in the market, and how well Aether Drift has been received, don't be surprised if cards like this are going to make a bounce back later on, which means pay attention to the price. It might be worth getting now and saving yourself a lot of heartache and pain if the price shifts. If you think this card is worth that $5 and it's already lost 20% of its value this month alone, this might be just the card you're looking for future value and playability. And I want to remind you guys that Aether Drift didn't have a ton of boxes opened, and some of these cards, like other triomes and other things of this sort, they do tend to go up over time as more playability factors come into effect. You got to keep it in mind, okay? Now let's go ahead and let's dive into the next card. It's the Nautiloid. Guys, we're talking Battle for Baldur's Gate Commander Legends, taking the number 9 slot, 650 sales. That's $6,500. That's right, guys. We just bought a mint condition Mox Sapphire's worth of Nautiloid ships, okay? Now, I'm surprised to see this card here, I'll be honest. I know there are players who use it. I've used it in some Commander decks as well. Now, the fact this card has been as high as around the $20 mark and it's down to $10, it's pretty reasonably priced for what it's going to do for you, but it has seen quite a shift in price just over the last month. A $2 increase is nothing to sneeze at. Now, let's take a closer look at this card in case you guys have forgotten. This is a 4 casting cost Spelljammer D&D 2nd edition artifact vehicle with flying. When the Nautiloid ship enters the battlefield, exile target player's graveyard. When the Nautiloid ship deals combat damage to a player, you may put a creature card. Guys, we got crazy stuff. Now, our next card. Guys, Arcane Denial. Alliances. I know, it takes the number 8 spot. Alliance card, 25 years ago. 720 sales, or $722.35 of total sales action. So what's going on with this card? Well, Arcane Denial is an interesting card from back in the day, and a lot of me and my friends utilized it. It has been reprinted multiple times. That's why I showed you the Duskmourn Commander deck. It's been plummeting in price. It's just above the $2 mark. But when you look at where this thing has shifted in all the different versions, this card has often rebounded back up in price. And there are reasons why. Let's take a closer look at this card and understand what this beast can do for you. 1 blue and 1 other is the Arcane Denial. It, of course, is at instant speed, counter target spell. Its controller may draw 2 cards at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep, and you draw a card. Well, counter your own spell of something that costs 0, and you're going to draw 3. That's amazing. Amazing. All right, next card. Gilt Leaf Archdruid from Morningtide. Average price $19.34, clinches the number 7 spot with 815 sales. That is $15,762 of total sales action. This guy is a beast of value. Now, I'll be honest, I have never used this card. I remember it back in the day from Morningtide, but I've never actually used the card. I've never built a deck that had it inside. I'm not a big elf guy. I'm kind of the goblin side of things, but let's take a look. The monthly change is $17.69. Now, of course, there are lots of Commander decks that will build with this thing, of course, and there's a lot more reasons why now with more Druids around. 5 casting cost. Whenever you play a Druid spell, you may draw a card. Tap 7 untapped Druids you control to gain all lands target player controls. Now you see why it's selling? Because I sure do. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next card. It is Monument of Endurance from Aether Drift. It comes in at $11.50. It's kind of holding its own. And it wasn't even on the list last week, but it jumps into the number 6 spot with 982 sales. That's $11,293 of total sales action. This card has really, I haven't seen it in some winning combination deck yet that I have personally played against, but I am trying it in all kinds of arena decks to see how it plays out. The fact it's held its own since release at around the $10 mark, it bodes well for the future of this card. Players believe and can see the value there. The monthly change is, 81 cents higher. That's not huge. Okay, it's fine. It's seeing play. But let's not forget, it's a 3 casting cost artifact. Generic. Can fit into anything. Now, what this card does. Whenever you discard a card, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Then there's draw a card, create a treasure token, and each opponent loses 3 life. The fact you can use this in Commander and bounce it around and copy it and do all kinds of crazy stuff, those shenanigans are fun. Urza's Cave, Modern Horizons 3. You see how crazy it is? Wait till the end of the video. We will talk about what's going on in the market. Now, Urza's Cave locks in the number 5 position with 1,412 sales. That's only $3,530. Guys, this thing used to be like an $8, $9, $10 card. That first week or two, look how the mighty have fallen and wonder why the sales are still strong. Those numbers don't add up. They don't pair well together. And now we get to see what's going to happen. Because this thing has lost another 68 cents of value. It's below the $3 mark, and a lot of players decided to snap up copies. Let's not forget that Urza's Cave does count as an Urza land, okay? Now, Urza's Cave, Urza's land, has tap to add colorless or 3 and sacrifice Urza's Cave, search your library for a land card, and put it onto the battlefield tapped. It does say land card, don't forget that. Our next card is the Patchwork Banner. Again, this thing's popping back off, and it's above the $6 mark, even after all those tins got printed, to take the number 4 spot this week. 1,675 sales. That is $10,167.25 of total sales action. Guys, I thought the banner was done. I thought we weren't going to see it anymore. It's been like 2 weeks since it was on, and all of a sudden it just climbs back in, and that's because there is a lot of animal decks going around right now. I'm seeing them constantly at my local card stores when I'm playing Standard. I'm seeing it online all the time as well. Now, right now it's above the $6 mark. You can see here it gained 86 cents this month so far. That's pretty impressive considering this thing isn't really being opened in packs anymore. Now, the Patchwork Banner, of course, is a 3 casting cost generic artifact, and it states that when it comes into play, you choose a creature type, and creatures of the chosen type get +1/+1, but then this thing also taps for any color mana. This thing works in basically any deck. You can see why, right? You're starting to see those commander deck feelings? Yeah. Next card is the Willow Rush Verge from Aether Drift. Just like our previous one, this thing comes in at number 3. It's very popular right now, 2,039 sales. And of course, that total sales action. Now that total value is $8,584.19. This card is coming in at $4.21 a copy. It is very affordable right now for players, and that explains a lot of the sales action we're seeing. It's one of the cheaper verges right now, but it's kind of imitating the tropical island theme, so it's not one you really want to ignore. Now, when we're looking at the card, it lost 79 cents so far this month. It's under the $5 mark, and I'll be honest, in my opinion, yes, you should pick up 4. At least have a playset, maybe even 8 if you want to spec a bit. The Willow Rush Verge, and yes, I don't like seeing loot in all these different artworks, although I don't mind the on-path look there. This one here is the blue-green, right? It's Tropical Island, basically a copycat. A very weak version of it, of course, compared to a real dual land, but it has uses, guys. Don't ignore it, okay? Now, for our next card, we're going to be talking about Unstoppable Plan. This is from Aether Drift again. And again, another card I'm surprised to be here. And by the way, we're going to talk about Aether Drift here at the end and what's going on in the market space. It takes the number 2 spot with 2,203 sales. That's $8,437.49 of total sales action. This is a card that I noted early at the pre-release time and of course spoiler season because of what it can do for you. And that average price being less than $4 a copy, you can see how a lot of Commander players may be diving in on a card like this. With a monthly loss of only 26 cents, this card really hasn't been affected much after release, but it does offer a few nice little tidbits to keep in mind, especially if you want to be able to untap permanents. this might be just the card you're looking for. Now, let's not forget this is a rare, of course, and it's 1 blue and 2 other. That means you can splash this into a lot of different deck ideas. This enchantment says, at the beginning of your end step, untap all non-land permanents you control. Think about all the creatures that have trigger effects. I just like to think of demonic hordes from the reserve list and destroy more lands. And you can do that with black and blue all day long. Just bruise them up. All right, guys, enough of this. Let's get to the number 1 card. And the Verge land, Sunbillow Verge, holds the number 1 spot yet again with 2,432 sales, or $13,376 of total sales action. These Verge lands are something a lot of players are either buying to use or to speculate on. It's very strong in the market space. A lot of stores are looking to buy more copies, and because the price is low, a lot of players are not really trading a lot of these in en masse yet. But if the price continues to rise, well, you might see a little bit of a difference in how players feel and their attitude toward these cards. They may be willing to buy more boxes even, because they may be able to cough up some extra cash out of these suckers, and that kind of arbitrage situation can happen, just like we saw with the Triome boxes back when Ikoria was really overprinted and the boxes got really cheap temporarily. Always keep those things in mind if you're looking to make a few extra bucks. I can't help it. It does happen, guys. Let's get to the market update. As the market continues to adapt from the wallet fatigue we've seen at the beginning of this year, and it really has been a slog, and it's not because the products aren't good. It's because the products are really good. When you have Tarkir DragonStorm just roaring in like this for the collector decks, for the commander decks, just being wiped out of the market, taking everyone's money. Then you've got Final Fantasy earlier on, $780 a box Canadian. Box is going for over $1,000 Canadian when we're looking on things like TCG Player, Card Market, and local trading. It is insane to think where this is all going to go, but that means money left the market. That means the single market is in a period of decline. It's really low sales. The cards that are showing up should not be here under normal market circumstance. Now, some of the cards are just harder to find, like the Patchwork Banner. I wouldn't have expected that to come back into the market. Arcane Denial. Do you know how many times I used to cast out some 0 casting cost, like Urza's Bauble type thing, and counter it just so I could draw 3 cards? It was insane, but it really worked well because it only cost you 2 mana. 1 blue, 1 other. Counter my own 0 casting cost thing, and I get a whole bunch of cards. It really, I'm just saying, works well. I can get why people are playing with that card. The fact it's in the market update, though, of the top 10 hottest selling cards, blows my mind. 3 Verge lands holding in there, very strong. And of course, the Patchwork Banner, didn't expect to see that there. And then other cards from Duskmourn, like Malfunction and stuff, those haven't been here since. It's been weeks and weeks now. All these cards have faded down to a couple hundred sales a week. It doesn't mean it's nothing. It just means we don't have enough interest in singles right now as the next set comes up. People are saving up for those really expensive cards that will be coming inside of Tarkir. There are cards people are hoping to buy on that pre-release weekend, and I know this because although it didn't make it, and for a second I thought it might, the new Elspeth card, the Storm Slayer, that had 390 sales, is what I could track down. That's not enough to make it, but that's enough to say, wow. And by the way, the pre-release pricing, anywhere between $60 and $75 Canadian, which means for you guys in the US who are watching my show, that's between $45 and $55 roughly US, before any shipping, taxes, and fees. That's crazy to me that many pre-order sales have happened for this card. You guys let me know what you think, but this is just busted. It is just a weird zone we're in right now, and it's because the popularity of these upcoming sets is just something we haven't seen really in a long time. Bloomburrow is the closest thing, and a few of the premium products like Modern Horizons 2, Modern Horizons 3, right? Like those kind of things really sucked a lot of money out of the market, but these are 2 sets in a row, and it just looks like the singles market is like dehydrated at the moment. You guys let me know. Drop some comments. And guys, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the Reserve List Top 10. And of course, my live stream, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. I hope you guys can drop by. Have a great one, man. Have a magic moment. Enjoy yourselves. Magic moment. Welcome back, guys. You made it to the end. You are here. That's how you know. This is like watching the intro of Jason the Wheeled Warriors. Maybe a little Thundercats action. You look at all these amazing people and you just want to see more. You just want to see what's going to happen next. And this is a big shout out and thank you to all the amazing patrons and YouTube membership members who are on my channel. To my regular viewers who watch and thumbs up and leave comments. Guys, thanks again for supporting this channel. I will see you guys, man. We'll see you tomorrow. Don't worry. We'll be there. Okay. 3 things. 1, it's 4:16 in the morning. I was doing my taxes at my friend's place. We got home and my wife, Mrs. Mox, forgot everything she needed. And she has an early work day, so we had to go all the way back to get it again. It's an hour drive one way. So it was an extra 2 hours. I'm lucky I had a lot of information prepped up already. 2. As scary as my taxes are, it looks like I'm going to get a small refund this year. It looks like everything is going to work out. Of course, that's assuming something horrible doesn't happen, like I get audited like that first year. But right now, fingers crossed, a few extra soul devies might be coming my way. 3. You wait till the reserve list video tomorrow. You thought you could slip that by me, but you didn't. Ramble jamble!